These days, if you walk past almost any commercial business with a storefront, there are good odds you'll see static cling attached to the windows. Static cling, as it turns out, is a remarkable marketing tool for businesses who are looking to keep their messages fresh and relevant to the time of the year. Static cling achieves this through its easy sticking properties that allow the vinyl to be moved and replaced without strenuous care required. You may be put off by the thought, but static cling doesn't actually employ static electricity to stick to the surfaces. And we can do some simple experiments to express how. I'm sure most of us can remember from our childhood rubbing balloons against our hair very quickly to produce static electricity. This frenzied motion causes the electrons to take on a positive and negative charges between the surfaces, which is what causes them to attract. We can quickly see the fault in this logic when applied to static cling decals when you realize that the decals will attract to themselves. If static electricity were involved in this, we would expect that it wouldn't be the case, as the electrons would be positive on positive. The real culprits that keep static cling working are air pressure and molecular bonding, which works together to form a connection between the static cling and your smooth surface. This is important, as I stated previously, as the static cling and the surface you're applying the vinyl to must be a polished smooth surface for the best results. One of the most obvious factors at work is air pressure. When you apply a vinyl decal against a surface, you're effectively removing the air between the vinyl and the surface. This creates an approximate vacuum in the same way a suction cup does. Which explains when you pull a vinyl decal from a surface, there is a slight resistance. This is most noticeable in rigid materials such as glass on glass. But comparing static cling to a sheet of microscopic suction cups is probably the best analogy for understanding the principles of static cling. These principles of molecular bonding and air pressure aren't far off from another familiar creature. While not directly the same, you could draw comparisons to a gecko and its ability to hold itself against extremely smooth surfaces by as little as one finger. While the gecko employs some seriously amazing physics in the palms of its own hands, the static cling material also retains the ability to cling to smooth surfaces using the natural attraction of molecules. This is partially why static cling decals are made from incredibly smooth material. While you can certainly use static cling decals for exterior use, it's important to remember that because the material has no adhesive, it is susceptible to being blown over by heavy gusts of wind. This is especially true if the surfaces weren't cleaned properly. Because static cling is often used on glass, we would encourage applying the vinyl on the inside of glass windows to avoid the harsher exterior elements from affecting your decal. Time itself can hinder your vinyl too. While taking off and moving your decal should be no issue, in fact we encourage it from time to time, leaving static cling removed from a surface for an extended period of time will slowly but surely remove the sticky properties of the vinyl over an extended period of time.